Hey, welcome to Young Living Business Training Video 2 with Suzanne. This video is about how to get traffic to your site. So everybody here has gone through step 1 in my training video and you have a Marketing Sense site set up. So now what do you do with it? If you haven't seen that first video, you can't go any further because you don't have a site to send people to. So go back, do video 1, and then come back here. Alright, so you need to get people to your site. If you haven't cruised around and done all the training in your Marketing Sense site yet, you should probably do that. But I'm going to give you a quick crash course right now. So this is part of your custom marketing site. It's in the back office of Marketing Sense. And it is in your My Website tab. So this is where you find your website. This is your website link. You can edit your link. You can even get a custom domain, which is about $10 a year. It just makes your site easier for people to type in, like, I don't know, getoily.com instead of getoily.marketingsense.com. Right? It just takes the Marketing Sense out of it. It makes it easier for people to type in and remember. Alright, so here you have your lead capture page options. Does everybody see this? Lead capture page options. I'm going to be talking about your capture pages today, and this is where you can find them. You have a whole bunch in there. So this is where you want to go. This is your Marketing Sense site. And make sure you do the training within Marketing Sense just to help yourself get caught up, okay? So think about this internet marketing as a huge mall with lots of stores. And your store is many of the thousands out there. You need to get people at the mall to see your site. Then maybe some of the people will even enter it. However, many people will window shop an average of 7 times before they actually come in. That's a statistic out there. And it's just human nature. It's true of all of us. Think about it. How many times have you walked by a store and looked through the windows and you don't go in? You might be a little interested, but you don't go in. It takes 7 times of you walking by that store or thinking about going in the store to actually do it. Okay? So if this doesn't happen right away, don't get discouraged. It's just human nature. It's a statistic. Just keep on plugging away and it'll happen. All right. So in your store, you need to get your sign up and your windows open, and people need to see you. Once they've passed the windows a few times and they see something interesting, they'll come in. So how do you get people to see you? Well, you have to get traffic to your site, and you have to get people to your capture pages. Once they see your capture page, this is where they'll be, and this is one of the ones that's Marketing Sense has to offer you. You know, they can read the information and say, hey, yeah, I want to go in. And this is right here. This is the doorway to your site. This is where they leave their name, their email, and their phone number, so that you can then continue to send them information about what you have to offer. But how do you get people to see your capture page, right? Okay, so you have your website, you have your capture page. How do you let people know it's there? 2 ways: free traffic and paid traffic. I'm going to focus on free traffic in this training video. Paid traffic will be another training video because there's a lot to do that too. But let's start with free because everybody likes free, and free is good to start with, especially if you're working on a small budget. So we have videos, articles, social networking, we have forums, word of mouth, blogs, and those are the basic free traffic ideas that we have. Okay, so free traffic is free because it takes a little longer and it takes more time and effort on your part. You create your own content for people to become interested in and click to your site. You can't just go spamming your website out there. It's annoying and it just doesn't work. No one's going to click on a link just because you tell them to. In order for people to come to your capture page, you need to give them a reason. You have to give them content. You have to give them information. You have to create a relationship with people so they learn to like you, trust you, and then they will want to join you. In every single one of my trainings that I've done with all these head gurus, every single trainer has told me, people do not join companies, people join people. If a person likes what you have to say and trusts what you have to say, then they will join you. If they don't know you, they're not going to join your company just because you said your company's cool, right? They don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't know you from a hole in the wall, so they're not going to join you. So you need to start creating a relationship with people. And how do you do that? Well, you have to give them something in order for them to like you and trust you. What do you give them? Information. So let's look at Facebook and other social medias. Let's see, there are actual rules to this and how people look at this. In Facebook, you need to join a couple different groups. So you go to Facebook and search for groups that have to do with a niche that you're going to market to. Stick to one niche at first. All right, so you don't get overwhelmed with all these things that you're trying to do. Stick to one niche, one campaign. What are you going to try to market to? I personally like to stick to the niches that I'm part of because I know what I want. Therefore, I know what my customers will want. All right, so I picked the niche toxic-free living because that's something that I'm very passionate about. You know, I looked into it, I did a lot of research on it, I'm passionate about it, and I also know what kind of things I'm personally looking for, so I can market that out and push that information out to other people. Okay, so you pick a couple groups that are maybe interested in I don't know, if you're going for toxic-free living, clean living groups, you know, search out there on Facebook for whatever you want to look at. So you join the group and then you participate in the group. Don't participate just by giving them your website to go to. No one's going to go to it and people are going to start blocking you. You have to join groups and participate with information so people can get to know you. You know, you introduce yourself. Hey, Suzanne, I'm here. I'm really interested in clean living. Does anyone have any ideas? How would I do this? You know, ask questions, get people to respond to you. And then that's when you can start putting out, you know, some helpful hints, what you do. Don't mention your products though. Okay, just don't mention your products or what you know a friend did. And then you can start sending them articles that you've written and blogs that you've written and videos that you've written, and that's all information based. And I'll get into the articles, blogs, and videos in a moment. Number 3, no direct pitching. I think I've said this every time. Provide actual value. Don't just give them your website. You have to give good content that people can use. If they can't use it, then they're not going to come to you. Give them something they can use and then lead them in, all right? Reel them in like that. You have to provide value. Before you get anything, you have to give something good. That's how people get to trust you. Give them something good and useful. Okay, now, here's where your blog comes in. Your marketing sense is great. That's why I use it, because it gives you 2 websites. It gives you your content website with all the content from Young Living, and then it gives you a completely different website for a blog, and that blog is where you write information about your information to capture people's interest. And then at the end of your blogs, you lead them to your content page. So you really have 2 separate websites here within Marketing Sense. That's why it's so great. So, like I said, select a niche to target and write a blog and write a title to a blog. So if I were going with the living clean, I would write something like live green, clean with organic, safe, non-toxic cleaners. All right. Make sure your title uses hot target words that show up on Google searches. Also use the keywords repeatedly throughout your title and blog. You know, everything your 6th grade language arts teacher taught you not to do because it's annoying and boring in most people's eyes. But this is how the search engines find your blog and consider it very relative to other people's searches. So you write a blog based on that content. So make sure it's not too salesy. You're not writing a commercial. You are writing information. It has to be good content about why people should be using, if you're going with the green living, organic, safe, non-toxic cleaners. For example, don't even mention thieves in your blog. Don't even mention your product at all. This blog is to help people realize why what they're using is not safe. Then you lead them to an alternative. One of my great mastermind trainers said, if you want to sell people a broom, you don't tell them, here's a broom, buy it. You market clean floors and how clean floors are great and wonderful, they look beautiful, and then at the very end you leave them with, and this is how you clean a floor, and you show the picture of your broom. Does that make sense? I mean, you don't want to market your product, you want to market the need for your product. Okay, and this is a capture of your Marketing Sense blog. It's on the same page as your Marketing Sense website because, like I said, you have 2 sites here. You have the content and the blog. So, and again, it'll have a completely different website name. So it's whatever your name is, and it's myessentialoilsnews.com is the end of it. It's where you share your ideas, your information, quick stories. People love stories. Another marketer I trained under said, facts tell, stories sell. So stories, stories, stories. All right. It's important, though, that you stay in compliance with the FDA regulations. And if you're wondering what those are and what that is, well, all these different links will bring you to that information. So really follow along with that. Stay away from, you can cure cancer or anything like that. Stay away from saying you can cure things. Stay away from saying specific diseases. Just be very vague, okay? And that's how you can stay away from FDA jail, I guess you could call it. But there's more information in these sites, which is right on your Marketing Sense. So Marketing Sense really sets you up for success here. It's amazing. At the end of your blog, give a teaser like, for free toxic-free cleaning tips, click here. And then give them the link there to one of your Marketing Sense pre-made capture pages. And like I showed you at the very beginning, Marketing Sense has created capture pages that you should use to capture people's information before they can get to your website. So they're not just, shopping around your website or looking around your website and you don't know who they are or even that they're there. If they sign into the capture page, that goes right into your contacts in your back office, and then you can continue to follow up with that person. All right, in each one of the other niches, so there's one specific to thieves, and each one of the other niches Young Living caters to. You can even create your own if you want to. This is how you can get and grow your list of interested people. So once you have interested people, you let the autoresponders do the work. The autoresponders are the automatic emails that automatically go out. All right, so these are a few of your capture pages, but like I said before, go through and look at what you have. I mean, we have thieves, we have, this is for Ninja Red, this is for are you making money at home, you're trying to capture those network marketers or people who want to make more money. All right, so once you have your blog, you actually have a couple other steps that you can take to be seen in other malls. So let's look at this again, like stores and malls. So your blog is one mall that you're looking at. Great, so you can be seen in one spot. But if you want more people, you need to be seen in different locations. So you don't want to just have a mall in New Hampshire, and then you get a very small amount of people going. All right, let's put a mall over there in New York and maybe one in California, okay? So then you have a lot more people coming to your store. So what you should do is go to some article directories. This is where you can share content for free. So create quite a few accounts in some of these sites. Easy and Articles I really love. They have very strict guidelines, but that's why so many people use them, because they're not spammy at all. So they're Easy and Articles is really good, but they're also very strict. But that's why people respect them. Go Articles is good. Article Alley is really easy. Article Snatch. I mean, there's so many other sites out there. I'd go with 2 or 3. I have 3 myself. So create a couple accounts and then write your blog in your blog first, right? So you write your blog and then you literally copy your blog and paste it into an article directory. Just to let you know, you cannot do the same article in 2 different directories. That's a violation of copywriting. So you may have to change your blog slightly to adhere to the article site rules, and each article has a couple different rules. So just make sure you read the rules and what you can post and what you can't post. And as long as your blog is not too salesy, you're good. So if you don't try to sell anything, you're okay. And again, you're not trying to sell anything here. What you're trying to do is give people a reason to feel the need for your product. And at the end of your article, this is where you write a compelling about the author section. And this is where you get to make an invitation to your Marketing Sense site. So in all of my articles for that I'm marketing thieves in, I'm creating a need for people to need toxic-free products. And after reading my articles, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't be using this on my floors and in my tables. My dogs are going to get sick. My kids are going to get sick. That's why I'm always tired. So people are realizing this, and they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Well, at the bottom of my article, it says, hey, there's an alternative here. Why don't you check it out? So that's when they check out your site, okay? So make sure your link goes back to one of your capture pages. You don't want to go directly to your site. You want it to go to a capture page so you get their information. And then they can look around at your site. Each of your articles will go through a review process depending on which article directory you're looking at. So it's going to go through a review process of people, publishers looking at it. If there's a problem, the publisher will let you know, they'll email you, and they'll help you get your article published. Once it is published, and this is the fun thing about Facebook, give a shout out to your article on Facebook. Go to your groups and say, hey, I know you guys are all really interested in toxic-free living. I just read this article about toxic-free living over here. You might want to check it out. So don't say that you wrote it, say that you read it. So the people on Facebook, seeing that in their group, say, hey, that sounds fun. They click on your link to your article, they read your article, and then they say, hey, I want more toxic free stuff. What do they have to offer? Bam, you have their information. Do you see how this Facebook is coming into it now? It's like, it's amazing how this works. So you ask people to check it out and ask people to share it too, and then you can start, you know, going off of what they have. Okay, so this is just a quick screen capture of one of my articles. So, you know, I am not talking at all about Young Living in this. So that I was doing this about network marketing, the only way to make money and get out of debt. Not once in this article did I mention Young Living. I mentioned network marketing. I mentioned getting out of your job and being able to work from home and staying home with your kids. I mentioned all of those great things, and people, after reading my article, say, that does sound like I didn't know I needed that, but now I want it. Okay, how do I get information about that? And at the end of the article, that's where I lead them back to my capture page. All right, free traffic, videos. You're actually watching a video right now. Does that make sense? Notice you have not seen my face except for the last screenshot where I showed you a picture of me in an article. You do not have to be behind a camera to put a video up. You can if you want, if you're comfortable with that. That's great. But this is a great way to really get out some information and not even have to be behind a camera. So write your blog in your blog first, just like you did for your article. And actually it can be the same blog that you wrote and then copied into your article. Then you literally copy and paste that blog into a PowerPoint. Add some flashy pictures to catch attention. And then you need to download a free screen capture program. I'm using Cam Studio, CAMSTUDIO, but there's quite a few out there, and so download any of them out there. Make sure it's free, unless you do want to pay. If you want to pay, that's fine too. This allows you to use a screen capture of your computer screen and make a video out of it. So you're doing exactly what I'm doing. You're talking to the video, and it's looking at my screen and what I have to do with it, and I'm just talking. It's super easy. Then you upload your video to YouTube or Vimeo. And I don't know if you knew, but if you have a Google account, you also have YouTube, because Google owns YouTube and the rest of the world, apparently. Write a compelling about the author section in the little box underneath your video that you post. And that's where you get to make an invitation to your Marketing Sense website. So you talk about what chemicals do to the human body and how it makes people sick and this and that and the other thing. And then at the bottom it says, hey, for more information about, or offer something free, like for a free book about how to make your own toxic free recipes, click here. So they're like, hey, I'll take a free recipe book. Sweet. They click there, they give you your information so you can email it to them, and bam, you have their information. You can continue marketing to them. And then for fun, again on your Facebook, give a shout out to your video in your Facebook groups. Ask people to check it out or share it or whatever. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if you're giving your article to one group, don't give the same video to the same group, because they're gonna catch on that you're like, and they're gonna think you're starting to spam them and stuff. So they're not gonna like that. So just, you know, alter and switch off who you give videos to and articles to. Okay, ready, set, go. This is a screen capture from one of my videos. It's super easy. You put it on, and then you are good to go. You're in business. So get going, all right? The key to success is action. You have to take action every day. You have to do something every day. You have to talk to someone new every day or put something out there every day. 3 blogs a week will be great, and then take that blog and put it in an article, take that blog, put it in a video, and you're good to go. Okay? Be yourself, because like I was saying, people don't join companies, people join people. So be yourself, be who you are. If you're, stick to your talents, whatever you're good at, stick to it, and just get started. If you don't get started, you're not going to go anywhere. You have to take action, and you have to take action now and today and every day. Don't worry about it not being perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect the first time around. But if you don't do it the first time around, you're just not going to get to it ever, and then you'll never get anything. So get started. Just put it out there. Okay? Email me at medicinemama@marketingsense.com if you have any questions, if you need help. I am here to help you. I am a team leader for you, and I will help you do whatever I can do. You can check out my website, medicinemama.net, or I also have another website with quite a few different blogs about different things, optimisticpositivelife.com, and you are welcome to go there and read those about different marketing strategies, because I'm doing the same thing as you. I'm building my business, but I'm also building in different sections, different malls, because the more malls you're in, the more income you have, the more people coming to you. Okay, that's it. Have fun, be yourself, and just get started. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.